If Daniel Radcliffe's journey after Harry Potter was a long and difficult battle to escape the enormous shadow of his iconic role, then Emma Watson's story took a very different path. Both grew up in the spotlight of one of the biggest film franchises in cinematic history. But Emma seemed to transition from child star to adult actress more smoothly and strategically. While Daniel often openly shared his feelings of being trapped or pigeonholed by the Harry Potter role, sometimes even expressing frustration or a desire to distance himself from the character, Emma approached it differently. She quickly realized that the key to moving forward was to expand beyond the wizarding world, using her fame as a foundation for much more than just acting. Born on April 15, 1990 in Paris, Emma Watson grew up in a family full of culture and intellect, which opened many doors for her early on. But her path wasn't without challenges. Her parents, both lawyers, separated when she was very young, and she moved with her mother and younger brother to Oxfordshire, England, a quieter environment that helped her develop a love for learning and the arts away from the early pressures of fame. From a young age, Emma was drawn to books, theater, and self-expression. Unlike many child stars who leap straight into the spotlight, Emma's approach was thoughtful and measured. She took part in school plays and quickly showed a natural talent for acting, captivating both teachers and classmates with her intelligence and poise. When the opportunity to audition for Harry Potter came, Emma's combination of wit, maturity, and charm won her the role of Hermione Granger, a character that would define her early career but not limit her future. Emma committed herself fully to the role, balancing the demands of a blockbuster series with her education and personal growth. But even during those hectic filming years, Emma had her eyes set on the future. She understood early on that fame can be fleeting and that she wanted to use her platform not just to entertain, but to make a difference. This mindset set her apart and would shape the diverse career and activism path she embarked on after the wizarding world. Once Emma landed the role of Hermione Granger, her life changed overnight. Suddenly, she wasn't just a shy girl from Oxfordshire anymore. She was the face of one of the biggest franchises in the world. Filming Harry Potter wasn't always easy, especially for a kid balancing school fame and the pressure of a global fan base. Emma's parents were determined to keep her grounded. Even as cameras and fans surrounded her daily, they insisted she kept up with her studies and had a normal childhood as much as possible. That balance was tough. Emma often described how exhausting it was to juggle long days on set with homework and exams, yet she never let any of that distract her from doing her best. Being Hermione wasn't just about memorizing spells and delivering lines. It was about portraying a strong, smart, and confident young woman, something Emma related to deeply. Her dedication made Hermione feel real and inspiring to millions of fans worldwide. But fame came with challenges. Emma had to deal with intense media scrutiny and the pressure of living up to the expectations of millions. On top of that, growing up in the public eye meant every mistake or awkward moment was amplified. Despite that, Emma showed incredible resilience. Rather than letting fame consume her, she used it as a platform. She invested time in education, attending Brown University, where she continued to excel academically while exploring other passions. Emma also began speaking out on important social issues, using her voice for causes she believed in. This period was a crucial chapter in Emma's life, one where she learned how to manage fame, stay true to herself, and prepare for a future that extended far beyond the world of wizards and magic. After the Harry Potter series wrapped up in 2011, Emma faced a moment many child stars dread. What now? The world knew her as Hermione, but Emma was determined to prove she was more than just that one role. The challenge was huge: how to break free from such an iconic character without losing the fans who loved her. Emma took this seriously. She made deliberate choices to show her range and grow as an actress. One of her first big steps was starring in The Perks of Being a Wallflower, 2012, where she played Sam, a free-spirited and complex teenager. The role was a sharp departure from Hermione's studious, rule-following persona. Emma's performance was praised for its emotional depth and authenticity, proving she could handle more mature, nuanced roles. But acting was only one part of her journey. Emma was equally passionate about education and activism. In 2014, she graduated from Brown University with a degree in English literature, balancing school and career with impressive dedication. She used her growing platform to champion gender equality, becoming a UN Women Goodwill Ambassador, and launching the He for She campaign, which calls for men to support gender equality. Emma's ability to blend her career with activism made her stand out in Hollywood. She wasn't just chasing fame, she was using it to push for real change. This period marked Emma's transformation from child star to a respected public figure who speaks out on global issues. Her choices after Harry Potter reflected a careful strategy: take risks with diverse roles, continue learning, and leverage fame for causes bigger than herself. It wasn't always easy, but Emma's determination and intelligence helped her navigate this complex path. After the intense spotlight of Harry Potter, Emma Watson was determined not to be boxed in by her iconic role as Hermione Granger. She knew that evolving as an actress and a public figure meant taking bold steps into unfamiliar territory. So, instead of sticking to the comfort zone, Emma began exploring roles that challenged her and showcased her versatility. One of her early post-Harry Potter choices was the film The Bling Ring 2013, where she played a rebellious teenager involved in celebrity burglaries. This was a far cry from the studious and rule-abiding Hermione, giving Emma a chance to prove she could embody more edgy and complex characters. While the film received mixed reviews, Emma's performance was noted for its daring departure from her previous roles. In 2014, Emma took on a major role in Darren Aronofsky's Noah portraying Isla, the adopted daughter of Noah. The film was a big-budget biblical epic, and Emma's role demanded a more mature dramatic approach. Critics praised her emotional depth and commitment to the character, cementing her status as an actress, capable of handling diverse genres and heavier themes. Emma's next big project was Disney's live-action adaptation of Beauty and the Beast 2017, where she took on the role of Belle. This role catapulted her to a whole new level of fame, blending her acting skills with her passion for feminism. Emma insisted on giving Belle a modern, empowered voice, a heroine who values knowledge, independence, and kindness. The film was a massive commercial success and earned Emma widespread acclaim for bringing nuance and warmth to a beloved classic. Meanwhile, Emma's presence extended beyond the screen. She embraced the world of fashion, becoming known for her elegant, thoughtful style. But Emma's influence in fashion wasn't just about looking good. She actively championed sustainable fashion, frequently wearing eco-friendly designers to major events, and using her platform to raise awareness about ethical consumerism. Emma's fashion choices became a form of activism in themselves, inspiring fans and industry insiders alike to think about the environmental impact of their clothing. At the same time, Emma deepened her commitment to activism. Building on her work with the UN Women's He for She campaign, she became a global advocate for gender equality and education. She spoke at the United Nations and participated in numerous forums, always emphasizing the importance of involving men and boys in the fight for equality. Emma's ability to balance her career activism and education made her a unique figure in Hollywood, one who doesn't just seek fame, but uses it to inspire real social change. This period was a turning point for Emma Watson, a phase where she broke free from child star stereotypes and crafted an identity that is multifaceted, impactful, and deeply authentic. Emma Watson's journey hasn't been without its ups and downs. Like many actors who grew up in the spotlight, she faced intense scrutiny and high expectations. After the huge success of Harry Potter, there was a lot of pressure to prove she could be more than just Hermione. This meant choosing roles carefully and sometimes turning down projects that didn't align with her values or didn't feel right for her growth. One of the challenges Emma openly spoke about was dealing with typecasting. People often expected her to play the smart girl or the feminist icon because of her previous work in activism. While proud of her advocacy, Emma was clear she wanted to explore different characters and genres from indie films to big-budget Hollywood productions. This balancing act was tough, but it pushed her to take risks and diversify her portfolio. In addition to professional challenges, Emma also faced personal growth moments. She was candid about dealing with anxiety and the pressures of fame. Despite the intense public attention, she remained grounded by focusing on her education, friendships, and activism. Emma has often emphasized the importance of mental health and self-care, using her platform to encourage others to prioritize these issues too. A significant moment came in 2019 when Emma starred in Little Women, directed by Greta Gerwig, playing the role of Meg March. Emma joined a cast of powerhouse actresses, including Saoirse Ronan and Meryl Streep. The film received critical acclaim and reminded audiences of Emma's ability to blend classic literature with contemporary relevance. It was also a sign that Emma was now fully embraced as a mature actress, respected for her skill and depth. Throughout these years, Emma's journey reflects resilience and a conscious effort to shape her own narrative, not just as a former child star, but as a thoughtful artist and activist who continually evolves. Emma Watson's journey is not just about acting or activism, it's also about living a balanced life and growing as a person. Despite her fame, she has always valued education and personal development. After completing her acting commitments for Harry Potter, Emma enrolled at Brown University in the US, determined to pursue a proper college education. Balancing studies with a demanding career wasn't easy, but she earned her degree in English literature in 2014. This achievement was important to her, a reminder that there's more to life than fame. Beyond school and work, Emma's personal life has been kept mostly private, though she occasionally shares glimpses of her world on social media or in interviews. She's spoken openly about the importance of self-care, mental health, and maintaining close friendships. Emma's ability to stay grounded despite global recognition has inspired many young fans who see her as a role model, not just for success, but for humility and balance. Emma's passion for sustainable living also extends into her daily habits. She has been a vocal advocate for reducing waste and supporting ethical brands. Whether it's choosing eco-friendly fashion, using reusable products, or supporting environmental charities, Emma tries to lead by example. Her lifestyle choices send a message: being conscious consumers can make a difference. Moreover, Emma's relationship with fame is thoughtful and measured. She has mentioned how social media can be a double-edged sword, a way to connect, but also a source of stress. She advocates for mindful engagement online and encourages her fans to prioritize real-life connections and mental well-being. All these aspects reveal a woman who is continuously evolving, not only as a star on screen, but as a compassionate and conscientious individual committed to making a positive impact in the world. As Emma Watson moves further into adulthood and a seasoned career, she continues to seek new opportunities and challenges. She's not content to simply rest on her laurels or be defined by past successes. Instead, Emma is carving out a dynamic path that blends creativity, activism, and entrepreneurship. In recent years, Emma has expanded her horizons beyond traditional acting roles. She's ventured into producing, taking a more active role behind the camera. For example, she produced and starred in the feminist film Little Women, which received critical acclaim for its modern take on a classic story. This move into production reflects Emma's desire to tell stories that matter, ones that empower women and highlight important social issues. Emma's commitment to activism remains central to her identity. She has continued her work with UN Women and remains a vocal advocate for gender equality, environmental sustainability, and education. Recently, she's also been involved in projects promoting diversity and inclusion within the entertainment industry, aiming to make Hollywood a more equitable space for all voices. In terms of future plans, Emma has expressed interest in exploring different artistic mediums, including theater and possibly writing. She's also passionate about continuing her education, believing that lifelong learning is key to personal growth and meaningful contribution. What sets Emma apart is her ability to balance ambition with humility, fame with responsibility. She embodies a new generation of artists who use their platform not just to entertain, but to inspire and affect real change. Looking back at Emma Watson's journey, it's clear she's much more than just Hermione Granger, a role that launched her into international stardom. Emma has built a multifaceted career and identity, embracing challenges and evolving with grace and determination. From child actress to activist and producer, she's carved a unique space in entertainment and social advocacy. One interesting chapter in Emma's story is the recent Harry Potter television series, announced to reboot the wizarding world. This new adaptation introduces fresh faces, reigniting excitement and debate among fans worldwide. While some fans compare the new cast to the original stars Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, it's important to recognize that each generation brings its own flavor and energy to beloved stories. Emma Watson herself has expressed support for the reboot, emphasizing that storytelling evolves and new interpretations can offer fresh perspectives. It's a reminder that while the original cast will always hold a special place in fans' hearts, the magic of Harry Potter can live on in many forms. As Emma continues to explore new roles and causes, her legacy is one of growth, courage, and impact. She inspires millions not only through her performances, but through her dedication to creating a better world. For fans and followers, Emma Watson remains a shining example of how to navigate fame, purpose, and personal values in the modern era. If you enjoyed learning about Emma Watson's incredible journey from Hermione Granger to a powerful activist and artist, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories like this. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, drop a comment below, telling us your favorite Emma Watson moment or which of her projects inspired you the most. Let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.